Hello everyone, my name is Grace Sim, and I'd like to share my presentation with you today. I presented this titled Power of Routine on December 21st, 2024 at the Jamsil English Conversation Group gathering. I recorded this presentation to share with other members of the group who couldn't attend the gathering on that day. Thank you. So let's discuss why a routine is and why it is important in our daily lives. First, what is a routine? A routine is a regular and fixed series of actions. It is a habitual way of doing things. For instance, a morning routine might include using the restroom, and drink 2 cups of water as soon as you wake up. Establishing healthy habits can enhance your physical health and help you maintain your emotional stability. So next, let's discuss tips and strategies for an effective routine. To implement a routine successfully, you need to clear guidance. I summarize it as A, B, C, D, E, F. First, A stands for atomic. Your routine should be small and uncomplicated, ideally lasting no more than 2 minutes, especially if it's a new routine, new habit. Your routine should also be creative and imaginative. You can't simply copy someone else's routine because you have different strengths and weaknesses. Therefore, you need to personalize it. Next, you shouldn't abandon your routine. You must be persistent, determined. Lastly, track your routine record, your progress, and evaluate it regularly to make necessary adjustments. Thank you. This slide, I'd like to discuss Shohei's mandara as an example of how to build routines with a clear goal. Shohei is a Japanese-born Major League Baseball player. I'm sure you've heard of his name. Looking at his mandara, you can also systemize your routine. He can approach his goal with smaller, more systemic routines for each goal. I'd like to discuss this slide. I'm reflecting on my own mandara and looking at Shohei's mandara as a role model. My identity is that I am a child of God. To embrace this identity, I have 8 key aspects. My first category is my heart. For my heart, I write thank you notes and maintain a gratitude diary. I memorize a vowel Bible verse and study the Bible and copy the passage from it. I also take part in the church activities. I belong to a group called mandara. My next subcategory reflects on the second half of my life. I'm over 50 years old. I have lived almost half of my life. And I'd like to prepare my second part of the life. And my next key aspect is wisdom. So how are you going to maintain your wisdom? I read books in English and Korean across various fields, including math, science, which I'm not very fond of, and then philosophy and economics. I also participate in a reading group called 모성애. Whenever I read a book, I follow a routine. I pick one concept and practice that learning. The next category is a family. I try to maintain a healthy distance from my husband and son while keeping things in perspective. I believe my goal in marriage is not happiness, but personal growth and nobility. I strive to fulfill my responsibilities as a mother and housewife, although sometimes I find it very difficult. The final category is harmony. I currently participate in various groups, including 동공마, money investment group. We read and study various investment, and we also look back our investment and make adjustment to make a better return on our current investment. My next key aspect of my mandara is a culture. I plan to visit museums or attend a performance or exhibition once a month at least. Additionally, I want to participate in activities at church such as dancing, singing, cleaning, doing kimjang. And also I try to learn the new things such as new language. Last year I learned Japanese and intend to continue this year as well. I work out almost every day, and this is actually another key aspect of my mandara, which is health. Doing intensive exercise twice a week while engaging in a lower intensity workout 3 to 4 times a week to maintain my muscle. I also enjoy mountain climbing and stretching and similar activities. The final key aspect of my mandara is money, especially how to preserve its value against inflation. Although I don't spend much, I still see a decline in the value of my money. To address this, I have invested in US stocks and kept some cash on hand to balance and spread out the risk. I also attended an investment conference twice a year. So this is the end of my the Grace mandara. Thank you. This is the books that I really enjoyed reading during 2024. I called it the best of the best books. And I wrote in a quotation from 7.5 lessons about the brain. I find it is very inspirational because I think this is something I feel during my participation in Jamsil English conversation group. So let me read this. It is impossible to change your past, but right now, with some effort, you can change how your brain will predict in the future. You can invest a little time and energy to learn new ideas. You can curate new experience. You can try new activities. Everything you learn today sees your brain to predict differently tomorrow. I think we can learn truly by not only reading, but also exchanging our ideas and feelings. My experience at Jamsil English Conversation Group has been very inspirational and heartwarming. And thank you for all. This slide I discuss present pros and cons of routines. So you can take a look and see what are the cons and pros of a routine. And finally, this slide I talk about the verdict of cons and pros of routines. Daily routines are essential and beneficial in life. However, planning out every moment, every day can be overbearing, and overdoing it can be stressful. So build routines around certain goals and block time and leave some gaps for non-routine items can make it more less painful. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.